It's springtime in our Somerset garden, and today John's going to show you how to prune penstemon. Hello, welcome to John Horsey Horticulture. We're John and Melanie, helping you develop your gardening skills, such as showing you how to sow vegetables, how to grow vegetables, how to take cuttings, how to prune plants, and much, much more. So if you enjoy learning those things, do consider following us by pressing the subscribe button. There's no cost involved at all, and don't forget to press that all-important notification bell. It just lets you know every time we upload a new video.
Right, good morning everybody, back again, still on my frame I'm afraid, but we're into week 4, so hopefully things are getting better now. What we're going to look at today is the cutting back of plants. In this case it's penstemon, but a lot of plants do need a very similar sort of treatment through the year. Now, this one's obviously gone very leggy. If I leave this one, it's going to grow from the top here, we'll get a lot of bottom stuff and it'll get very large, it'll get very out of control. If you've got a wild garden and you want to let it go like that, that's fine. But in most situations, I think you need to keep them a bit under control, keep them a bit cut back, and you do tend to get better flowers that way. Now, well, I've dug this one up, well, Melanie's dug it up, and we're going to have a look at it right from the very beginning. We're now into into April, so it's starting to warm up. The worst of the weather is over now. I'm not saying you won't get some cold snaps, but it's the worst over. I don't think we're going to get any long frozen spells. So we can cut it back to the height we want. Now let's go back to the summer when it had finished flowering. At that time, it would have been wise to have just trimmed this one back a bit more. And the reason for doing that is because it takes the dead flowers off, it makes it look tidy, and it prevents the wind rocking it about a bit. The reason why we don't cut too far back is because if I was to cut it right back to here, for example, in the spring, right back down to there, in the autumn, then there's frost would get straight in there. There's no dieback potential there at all. But now it's quite safe to cut it back because we're not going to get any more really hard frosts. So what I should have done, as I say, in the autumn, is to take it back about halfway to a third. Just trimmed it off like that. You can see it would have looked a lot better, wouldn't it, if it had been cut back? So that's how we should have been when we started off this morning. But we left it growing really just to show you. So there we are. There's the plant as if we'd left it all. Okay, so now we're going to look at it and we've got to think, how are we going to bring this thing back a bit? And the secret is to look down below. Now let's just turn this around, because if you look down there, can you see a whole load of new little shoots coming out? Are they showing up? Little shoots? Look at all those shoots on that one there, and there, and there, and there. Those are the ones that we're going to encourage. What I'm going to do now is go back to those shoots. You see on that shoot piece there, I've cut that off, there's a nice little shoot. That's a dead bit, we'll take that right out. That one's not got any shoots, not a lot of use, we'll get rid of him. This one here I'm going to go back to there, because you can see by going back to there, I've exposed all those little shoots, and by down to there, I've exposed all those and taken that away and working my way around where there's no shoots. So I'm going to go back quite hard, but there's a shoot at the bottom there, there's a shoot there, and can't see any shoots up there. Not to worry, there's quite a lot at the base here. So let me just move it around a bit so I can see what I'm doing. But basically it's very straightforward. You're cutting back to the bottom shoots as tight as you can. And what that's going to do is make it grow out from the bottom, and it will make it a nice bushy plant with lots of bottom growth. So where there are no shoots, don't be afraid to take it back, because look at all these coming here from the bottom. See all those little shoots there? They're all going to be encouraged by taking this out. And don't be afraid sometimes to take a big piece out the middle. Get a piece like that. You can see there, but it's completely an old piece of shoot. It's very past it, and I'm going to get these so I get into it. And then I'm going to take that out, and that will encourage yet more new shoots to come from the middle. So here we go, round we go, cutting it off. There's some big shoots there, but there, and there, 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 and there, and there. And about halfway round, so let's have a look at it now. You can see really what I'm doing. I've now got most of this wood done, but there again, lots of new shoots coming up, and that's what I'm trying to encourage, those new shoots. So carry on around the plant, trimming it off like that, like that, like that. All these old pieces can come away. But when you get nice new growth, like, oh, rubbish in here. When you get a nice new growth like those shoots there, let's encourage them. Let's go down to there and encourage those to grow. And take it away. There's another piece in the middle there. That's a dead piece. We'll get that out of the way. And what we're doing is getting that back to be a nice, tidy little plant. We need a before and after this, don't we? They're a bit tough in the middle, some of these old shoots, but it doesn't hurt. And that's the one we were looking forward to, the last one. I've just knocked that shoot a bit, that won't hurt. There we are. There you've got a much healthier little plant, look, full of new growth. I'm going to plant that back in the garden now, and that will come on. This is one of the hardier ones, this one, I believe it's called Evelyn. And that'll give us a lovely show of flowers later on in the year. And you know, you've now kept your plant under control. But remember this general rule that you could do this with roses, you know, hybrid teas. Take a third off, take the flowers off, take the dead stuff off, that stops windrock, but leave a little bit on so that there's some opportunity for dieback in the cold weather. And this time of the year, when we're into April, when you're not going to get severe weather, then you can take it back and you can cut it back hard. And that goes for lots of plants. You can cut lots of plants back hard now. Because there's that life force at this time of the year, everything's growing away. You can sense it in the garden, can't you? You can sense everything's growing, you can hear the birds calling. Spring's here at last.
Well, that's all for today. We do hope you enjoyed that. We very much enjoyed having you in our Somerset garden. If you'd like to follow us, do press the subscribe button and don't forget to press that all-important notification bell. It just lets you know every time we upload a new video. Until next time.